I did it. I had my debut at Carnegie Hall narrating Final Fantasy Distant Worlds, celebrating Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of Final Fantasy, and a one-time only concert of his life's work.
Drago has returned!
Thank you so much. It was a dream come true. It was actually a dream come true. I'm going to tell you about my experience today and just kind of also just log my gratitude in this video and kind of talk about some crazy stuff that happened during this and some insane stuff. So I got to work directly with Nobuo Uematsu. He's my favorite composer for my entire life. The fact that I used to listen to Distant Worlds when I was a kid, I used to go to Distant Worlds concerts. My first one was like 2015, and to transition from that to being on stage, you know, for this special concert, all Nobuo songs that he chose himself. It was unbelievable. I'll actually share with you guys the set list too and what they played, because it was really, really special. With my wife Aaliyah, getting to talk with him and joke with him was so much fun. I joked, it's like, I actually learned that Nobuo does the narration in the Japanese version of the opera. So I was like, oh wait, we're kind of like brothers. And he's like, yeah, brothers. He actually speaks great English, which I didn't know. And he's like, yeah, brothers. So we were joking about this. And then after the final performance, I actually got him, this was Aaliyah's idea, I actually got him a #1 brother keychain and gave it to him. We're like brothers. So I give you #1 brother. Oh, thank you. When I got to meet Nobuo for the first time at rehearsal, I asked my friend Spencer, can you tell me in Japanese, thank you for a lifetime of music, from when I was a little boy all the way up into my wedding. And he wrote it out for me in Japanese, and so I was able to show him that in Japanese. And then after that, I introduced him to Aaliyah. It was great, and I got to show him our wedding, where we played Final Fantasy music, the main theme of Final Fantasy, Valma al Flamenco, and it was surreal. And he was so happy. You could tell to see that. It was just so wonderful. But we also got to meet Hironobu Sakaguchi, which I'll get into in a second. But long story short, my wonderful wife, Aaliyah, I have to thank her. I couldn't have done this without her. Not even just the sort of act of getting this and doing it, but like, she is so supportive. She is so kind. She is so wonderful. And you guys know this. Like, she's incredible. Everybody loves her content and loves her spirit and her energy. But like, I cannot stress to you enough just how much she aided me in this, not just physically helping me rehearse, but also giving me the sort of that spirit to go out there. Like, I've not been on like Broadway stage or something, so I'm not used to being on this huge stage. And I walked out just completely instilled with confidence and just, you know, like, this is my place. And a lot of that is in part to Aaliyah. She really, really helped me kind of just go through that whole character arc in like 2 minutes to get to that level. And I walked out, I nailed it. I'm so happy with my performance, and I couldn't have done it without her. She's the best. But anyway, we got to hang out with her. She surprised me and made this like 5 minutes before the show, a cardboard cutout of my face to have. And then she started going around and having people from the cast, my fellow soloists and cast members backstage, sign it. And I couldn't stop laughing at this. She was waving in the audience like, you know, it was at a wrestling match or something. And then this is where stuff gets crazy. So we actually met, they gave us box seats because my performance was in the second half. I'm sitting there, and to my right, Aaliyah's kind of looking at me like, There's a gentleman like this with the phone, and he's like, this is you, right? Like, is this you? And I'm like, yeah. And I look up to his face. It's Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, the father of Final Fantasy, who's like calling me out, like, this is you, who's recognizing me. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, Sakaguchi-san? Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. So he recognized me, and he's like, oh, aren't you in the show? And we were chatting, just a super nice guy, also speaks fantastic English. He leaves his box and comes over to ours to get this picture. Like, just unbelievable, surreal moment where he's like, yeah, let's get the pic. Like, why are we talking about it? Let's get the pic, man. Like, just absolute legend. So anyways, like, we talked, we got to connect with him. It's the GOAT. He's like one of my biggest inspirations, just as a visionary, you know, beyond as an artist, as a writer, as a game creator. It's just unbelievable moments. Anyways, yeah, we got to hang out with him a lot both days. We went back the next day to the box seats. But anyway, surreal. And then, of course, Aaliyah had this, and Sakaguchi signs my face. And you can see right here in the silver, I don't know if you can see in the silver, he actually put a chocobo in his signature too. Yeah, there it is. You can see he put a chocobo in his signature. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm beside myself. That was absolutely ludicrous experience. Hello, this is a tour of my Carnegie Hall dressing room. Pretty surreal, pretty amazing, very grateful. Let's check it out. Got the place where I put my tux, very nice, of course. Steinway piano, which is amazing. And me and Aaliyah were playing a little bit. She was serenading me as I got dressed, which was a dream come true. Over here we have the iconic dressing room lights, very, very cool. And Hironobu Sakaguchi signed it. There's a bathroom in here and a shower. In between sets or something, you're feeling crazy, you can get in the shower. Anyways, this is a dream come true, and I'm gonna go do my piece in the opera of Maria and Draco. So anyways, on to the performance. It was such a good show. It was an incredible show. Opening bombing mission, right? Just absolutely incredible. And then the victory theme, of course, to kind of get the crowd in the mood. Man, this crowd is awesome. I can't wait for mine. And mine was near the end. Final Fantasy IX, A Place to Call Home, Melodies of Life. And Xiao, who's the vocalist for Kontiki, Nobuo Uematsu's band, sang this, and it was so good. Dragon Song, and this was sang by Amanda Akin, who's awesome if you know her from Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy X, Tsuteki Dane, featuring Riki, the original vocalist of Final Fantasy X. Just incredible to have her there. Final Fantasy IX, Vamo a la Flamenco. This was really special because we used this in our wedding. No Promises to Keep with Lauren Allred, the original vocalist from Rebirth. Incredible. Like, she killed it. I was up next in the opera Maria and Draco. And there were some incredible soloists joining me for this. Alexi, who was the bass. Ben. Oh man, Ben played Draco. He was incredible. He was so good. And Leah was Maria. They were all so talented. It was such a pleasure to work with them and share the stage with them. And of course, yours truly narrating. And it was such a magical moment. Both nights there were 2 concerts. Before going out on stage, Aaliyah was with me backstage, my wife. And again, I talked about this a few minutes ago. She is just so supportive, so wonderful. And to kind of go out with her and then to come back and she was waiting for me to celebrate was just like the best feeling ever. It's like I said, I put out a post about this to try and sum it up, but you know, every win that I have, like, I share with her. And it's the same with her. Like, we kind of really share our victories because we help each other so much. And a lot of it, we're very fortunate that we actually get to literally share those victories because we're doing it together. And to see everybody like in cosplay in the audience and stuff, and all you guys who attended, by the way, I cannot thank you enough. And I got to meet a lot of you outside after the performance. That was a really beautiful moment. And thank you for everything you said and for coming up to me. That meant a lot. But to see you guys out in the audience was so surreal. And then to hear the opera, like the power of the orchestra behind me, was really good. And if you're unfamiliar with this version of the opera, it's a really tight timing for the narration, because it's like I'm narrating, Maria sings, I'm narrating, Draco sings, I'm narrating, they all sing, the choir sings. Like, the timing is tight on a lot of this, so I had to be like exact with it. So I did a lot of rehearsal for the past few months, and I memorized it completely, so I didn't need to look at anything. And I'm so happy I did that, because I was able to just fully immerse myself in the character too, because the narrator was a character in my mind, kind of in that world of Final Fantasy VI, and that sort of play within a play, to use the kind of Hamlet Shakespeare reference, was so beautiful to immerse myself and be in character throughout. And I was just fueled up, man, with this energy, and I kind of got to let it all out, all that anticipation and excitement, in a really exciting way. And you guys know my work from voice acting with Aaliyah on stream and our popular voice acting clips on social media. So I was able to apply that kind of like full commitment to it in a really meaningful way. I got to go back to Nobuo, and we had this great moment where I was like, let's do it together, because you do the narration as well. And we were like, Draco returns together. And it was so magical. We got to celebrate like that. But yeah, just to sum it up in broad strokes, I mean, life-changing experience, right? Like, I have been, as you guys know, really getting into voice acting over the last few years, and to have my first like big job, like huge job, be official Final Fantasy concert series, you know, in the Final Fantasy family, is just absolutely incredible. It's a dream come true to work with Nobuo. There's like so many layers to it, because I've been working for the voice acting. I have loved this composer's work my whole life, right? There's so many layers to this that are fulfilling. To meet Sakaguchi insane, right? That alone is a crazy thing. So all of this happening, just nonstop, meeting all the amazing soloists backstage, like I said, everybody, and just and getting to work with them and get to know them as friends and everything. Like, such a positive environment. It was great. It was seamless. The orchestra was incredible. The choir was amazing. Just top tier stuff. It's like I said, the official Final Fantasy Orchestra. They must be good, right? So yeah, they delivered. I delivered. Dream come true. And yeah, I am just so grateful that I got to do all this and meet these legends. No matter what I do next, in my voice acting journey, what my next role is, my next casting, this is always going to be the first one, which is just so exciting. And I'm always going to cherish it and kind of remember how it felt to get out there. And I couldn't be happier. Like I said, I'm just so thankful for Aaliyah, for everybody at Distant Worlds, for Nobuo, and I cannot wait to keep pushing on this journey. And I cannot wait to share whatever next step happens with you guys. There's already some cool stuff in the works. I will keep you updated on. As far as the voice acting journey, it's been the best. Yeah, like I said, really trying to, what I tried to do throughout the whole thing was just kind of be in the moment, and be like, this is the dream. This is what I've wanted to do. This is the start of the journey, so to speak. It's also, been years of working, but this huge step, I really wanted to make sure, kind of like with our wedding, because it goes by fast, right? To make sure that I was present, enjoying every moment and having fun. Because it was very easy to kind of get in the mindset, or it could have been easy to get in the mindset of like, this is my big chance. I have to focus only and be kind of like super locked in. But again, that's why I'm so grateful Aaliyah was with me backstage, because we were laughing, having a good time, before I went out on stage and afterwards. And that allowed me to stay grounded in that energy of joy, even though it was like that high pressure situation. And yeah, it was the perfect blend of focus and fun for me to deliver something I'm very proud of. So anyways, those who were there, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and thank you for supporting me over the years. The journey continues, the unknown journey continues, as we say in FF7. And what an absolute honor to have been a part of this. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Distant Worlds. Thank you, Square Enix. Thank you, Nobuo, Sakaguchi, everybody who created Final Fantasy over the years for us to get to this point. What a life honor to be a part of this moment. And afterwards, they let us go to the Kontiki show, which was Nobuo's personal band of 6 members, including Xiao, the woman I mentioned. So much fun. And we got to kind of just get that solo feeling of Nobuo performing, which was just amazing. It was really great. So anyways, that's my thoughts. Thank you all. Make sure to sub if you want to continue following this journey. We got more stuff on the way. And I just want to thank you all for being here over the years. Yeah, that's that. I'll talk to you guys soon. I did it. Yes. See you guys.